So this is what I was looking at. These are my alerts. Let me take some of these off. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna leave it. So I took a buy last night
Hmm.
here. I woke up this morning. It was around like right here. That was up around like 6. So price was here. I expected it to pull back for like the New York just a little bit, and then continue to like at least this area right here. But as you can see, it came just right in here, and then it dropped. I guess now I'm looking at it. Yeah, two.
What? They get married in a church, but there's no wedding. Macondo has always been a secular town. I will not accept their union
Yeah,
as a first blessed by the
it
Lord.
came here and then it just dropped.
If what you want is for us to marry in the church, it's fine by me.
Yeah.
You talking about that? Yeah, I see that
So
right
yeah,
there.
so, yeah, I got in last night here. Price came here, reacted, and then went back down, which was annoying.
We're in the church, Macondo.
Try to get back in somewhere in here, but I just saw Price do this, and then I just got out, and I was like, all right. Yeah, so Price just reacted from here. I was trying to take TP like right here, like right at this
Up
area.
at the top of that move.
Yeah, right there. I was trying to take TP right here, but it never played out. So, I think I made like 25 bucks. And then I tried to get
Oh,
back in, and then it just kept playing around. So I just got out.
I got caught in the consolidation.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it took out that little blue candle that was on the left. It closed above, and then it closed back inside,
Hmm.
and there was no there was no close below that. I guess bullish candle at the low bowl.
This one?
So yeah, there was no close below there. It didn't get ran through. So you know, there's no real direction. It's kind
Hmm.
of like within that box.
Mm. Like right here.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so we're just getting like barcode action. So you would want to just stay within the extremes when you try to fade the move. But this is the 1 hour time frame, so this is like almost a whole month.
Huh?
I said this is the hourly time frame, so we could see almost the whole month. This is like almost a month's worth of price action.
Yeah. We're in the day. That's what we got right here. It's like, damn, I ain't even want all the move. Just give me just like up here, and I would have been cool. But yeah, it didn't play out at all. It's interesting, Nas is I didn't even look at Nas. I was like, it's too high. I didn't know where price would really want to come to. Because the way I
Yeah,
had it
I
marked up last week, hold on. Once they broke the weekly high, it retested it. I knew it was gonna go up, but I just wasn't like I wasn't paying too much attention to it. 'Cause if you can see, last week I took this sell. I took this sell going down to here,
hmm
and then what was it? Friday it pulled right back up, and then today it just kept shooting higher. So I could bet you it's gonna come try to test this area right here. I might blow through it. We'll see. Let's see.
yeah, we had
But
news at 9:45 a.m. today. Um,
yeah,
but before that, it had already taken off to go up.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even bother looking at it. I just didn't like how high it was for me. So I took a US 30. This shit pissed me off because I got in right here, right? Uh, you can see right here. I got in, and the price came. I moved once the price started going up, I moved it to break even, and then it took me out. And all I was looking for was the move. I was kind of looking kind of. I was looking to take profit like right here. At least get all the way up in here. That's why I was looking to take profit. It came up and then it came back down, took me out. I got in again like right here because I thought price was gonna continue higher, which it didn't. And it just dropped. I know we're on a lower low, but I was just hoping for like a retest.
Yeah, I mean, you're not always going to get that retest. That zone is probably going to be well. You're going to save that one for later. You have a
Yeah,
high probability of taking the trades out of the zones, or if you're in a downtrend, then you can short it once it gets to that that blue line. If you mark a
yeah.
blue line for every pullback on a downtrend,
Uh-huh.
you can typically get a quick scalp and then try to go break even as quick as possible.
Yeah, I was trading the micro. I think if I was trading the mini, I would have TP would have got smacked. 'Cause I wouldn't need that much. That's one thing I noticed about the micro when you're trading them. You're trading with lower volume, and then your TP target is typically a lot kind of higher than what you would want.
Yeah, I mean, micros are good for like smaller accounts. So if you
Mm-hmm.
got an account that can't do a full contract, then the micro will help you stay within that dollar amount. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
typically only risking like 30 pips or 30 ticks a trade,
Yeah.
then yeah, or even less, then you're gonna stay within that boundary.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the micros, you're gonna definitely need a lot more contracts. For every one contract on a full size contract is 10 micros.
Yeah, but one thing I do notice is different with like Nas. Nas like two contracts make you like $900 or whatever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but with US 30, like you need like six, seven contracts just to hit the same.
Well, Nasdaq it moves a lot more. You have more points,
Mhm.
and it moves aggressively too. Needless to say that you'll have higher time frame moves in the Dow Jones. Like if you have
Mhm.
a trending market for the week, you can position yourself to where you can get a big nice move just like the Nas. Like
Mhm.
if I typically try to look for like a 30-minute closure on the daily level, and if I get like a pin bar or a hammer,
Mhm.
then I'll be looking to counter trend that move or try to fade that move down, get break even as soon as possible, and let it run.
Mhm. Yeah. So that one, I was kind of shocked. But I mean, not shocked, but I was like, damn, I was expecting price to at least. It just came when I got here. In the 15 minutes, I was like, yes, this is a beautiful setup. Because I was like, okay, I want to see it. It kind of only took out liquidity, came back into it. I think what time was this? Nine
7
o'clock.
o'clock.
Yeah, step all that out, and then that's why I was so confident about it going, to at least here, and then get out. But Price had other had other visions. 'Cause as soon as I saw this sweep happen, got in, wrote this. I was hoping it got here and I would have got out, but came and then it just started plummeting too. So most likely it's gonna just come and probably retest this area right here, retest
So I
this and
see you got gold, US 30, Nasdaq, a couple of forex
hmm
pairs. So in the morning when you scanned it, US 30 was the best one, was the best option for you.
yeah. When I was looking at it, US 30 was the best option because all these other pairs, I don't. It's all the same thing. That's when I'm using like when I was using what you call it, Apex funding. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
these are right here.
Oh, okay.
But usually I'm just trading these three.
Okay, gold, US 30, and Nas.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I'll trade these with like a little smaller account if I just want to run it up. I'll
Yeah.
go in and trade these. I'll go in and trade these. But
Okay.
mainly the three I'm looking at when I wake up is gold. I thought gold was gonna give us that push a little bit higher, but it came right here and then dropped, and then now we're getting a little bit more to the upside. Um,
Yeah.
what did right here? What did maybe you could tell me if something I missed, even though I was kind of counter trading the trend a little bit. I was
Yeah. Because
expecting
we've been
just
in
that.
a downtrend for almost a week now.
Yeah, I know exactly where it's targeting. It wants to come here. This weekly price range,
Hmm.
this purple line, that's the week. That's the weekly. I don't remember which week now because price is so damn. But this is where it's gonna want to come there before it makes a move back up. I kind of knew that though, but I was like, let me see if I could, quick little entry, take profit here, let price go down.
I mean,
But
if the market's giving you a direction, like a clear direction, I mean, I sold the
mhm.
Nasdaq today, but there were like short scalps. The better
Yeah,
move was to go long, you know, and that's uh, that's what's going to maximize your profit potential because you had a short on the Nasdaq last week, but now it just made a new all-time high in the new week because of the overall higher time frame trend.
yeah. That's what I be saying, man. Like I gotta just trade with the trend.
Yeah, keeping it simple too, because um, I I looked at the screen for maybe about an hour and a half this morning,
Uh-huh.
and I found like 5 entries today. And
Damn.
what really helped me just keeping everything like simple as possible, get in with at least 2 contracts, go to break even as soon as possible, TP. I will take partials at 1 to 1s and then let the rest run. Was able to do that
Mhm.
5 times, 1 loss, 4 wins. And then just get into that mindset of like every single day, I just want to take, a piece of the market, a piece of the pie. And if I get the big home runs, then that's going to be because that's the 50% I let off run.
Yeah.
You can get like one of those big runs like once or twice a week if you
Mhm.
getting into a habit of looking in the morning and then in the afternoon session you do your homework for the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't asking for much today, but should have just stuck with the trend. But
Yeah, and I mean, what's your goal, your target to get to the
well,
because then
shoot,
I
now I'm
noticed.
down. I'm
Mhm.
down like 400 today.
Okay,
So
so you need 2,400 instead of 800 now.
yeah, because I'm at 51.4 now. 51.4 something. So,
51.
yeah, 51.8. Yeah, I was at 51.8 last week. I'm at 51.4 now. That couple of trades I took. I
Oh,
should have
oh,
been.
oh, oh. So okay. I thought you meant you needed thought you meant you needed more. Okay, so you're at 51.4 now, right?
Yeah, 51.4, 57, I think.
Oh, so you only need 600 now, right?
No, because the goal is 53,000.
Oh, it's 53. I thought it was 52. Okay.
Nah, it's 53. You gotta hit 53.
Well, I mean, you're still in a great position. You're still in a great position. There's
Yeah.
major red news every single day this week, and we have a speech this Wednesday. I think Jerome
Who's
Powell's last speech
Jerome
this year.
speaking?
Yeah, his last one this year.
Yeah, he don't need to do no more talking. He fucking everything.
So it'd be a good opportunity to see, how the news unfolds and try to get a nice,
Yeah.
position on the backside of the week.
Yeah, I'm surprised the market is like moving the way it's moving, especially like US 30. That's weird how it's not correlating.
It's a it's a presidential election year, and typically, on these years, we see a lot of activity because of anticipation on new legislation being passed in America. He's already saying, tariffs, and there's a lot of wild expectations going on. So that's the
Yeah, I
result of the
see.
volatility.
He's coming in heavy with the tariff, so I can imagine like Nasdaq's gonna drop eventually. Hard.
Yeah, there's some people saying that it should. I know there's one guy from Germany. He's pretty good, and he's saying that Nasdaq is due for a correction every single I guess inauguration year or presidential election year. And if we just go back into the charts and look at it, there has been a good sized correction after every 4 years when we get a
Hmm,
new president.
that's true. Let me see. To go to the some I saw something earlier that was interesting. Somebody said, let me look at it real quick. Oh yeah, somebody said market's gonna have to pull back to at least here. It might take a couple years or whatever. It was like 40, yeah, right here, 40,442. That's gonna be the pullback right here.
I mean, to put things in
You
perspective,
see it?
yeah. In 2022, Nasdaq was at 10,000. That was
Right.
doubled in 2 years.
Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, the
So
last
really,
time we had
if you had a big,
what was up?
if you had a big size account, you could have literally held Nasdaq for 2 years and been the richest rich.
Either that or you put some money into the ETF and just let it grow over time.
Mm, that too.
So like in January 2020, when we had a new president back then, 4 years ago, Nasdaq in 2 months dropped 30% before rallying back up
Mm,
72%. So if we do get a nice little correction and retest the lower zone, then that'll be a good chance for a longer time frame buy.
bro.
The Nasdaq gapped up even higher this today.
Mm-hmm. I think way too high. That's why it's so hard to sell it because you don't know where
I
the
mean,
price has.
I mean, because we're in a bullish market, unless we have a day that closes like engulfing red,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking at buys. Unless we're at like the high of the day and then we have like indication of like a short pullback, then you can scalp the pullback and break even as quick as possible. But when you're counter trading, you just want to break even as quick as possible, so you
Yeah.
don't lose anything. But I notice sometimes when I do long, because I long Bitcoin today, it takes it takes a little while. It took about 15-20 minutes before I was able to get like at least a 1-to-1.
Okay. It's crazy. The one market that don't follow the rule. Look, you see how it's coming down? I know where it's coming straight for here. It's
You
coming
gotta set
straight.
your alerts.
Mm-hmm. Damn. When I think I got in here somewhere. I should have just held it on one account.
What was it? Apex offers swing accounts, I believe.
I had a little small personal. I could have just held it.
Yeah, well, Yeah, because with the personal accounts, they for holding positions overnight, they require more margin. So you need. I know some people, well, some accounts they recommend at least like 5,000 or like 2,000. I think you can
Mm-hmm.
get away with like 600 to 1,000 bucks sometimes.
Yeah. Market don't love nobody.
She's a temperamental thing, but it can be tamed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when it makes sense. Sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, so you just gotta sit and wait until it starts to make sense.
Yeah. I think the one issue is like trying to gotta stop trying to anticipate things.
Yeah, I mean, what helps me sometimes is if believe I got an entry going in, I just look at the time. If it's syncing up with like a new 15, 30, or hour candle,
Mm-hmm.
then, I'm more likely to go into that. Or else I'll just place like the long or short position and see how
Mm-hmm.
it plays out. Because normally, if you feel like you got a nice um, zone picked out and price reacts to it and you see it taking off, it's going to give you a second chance to get in. And if it doesn't, then you wait for it to hit another level and see how
Mm-hmm.
price reacts. And, EMA for me is just like another confluence. I was like, all right, it's above or below the EMA according to the direction I think is going to go. Then that's just another level of confidence I could put into it. Because like normally I'll go in with two contracts or two positions and then scale out of it as it confirms.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like, all right, there's more things like, yeah, if there's a higher confluence, there's more evidence of like, all right, this is gonna attack this level quickly. I'll go ahead and add in like an additional contract or two.
Contract. Okay.
Yeah, just to scale in because you know every setup that you should take should be high confidence. But
Mm-hmm.
there's something where it's like when the pattern is real clear and the zone is like, all right, this is something I picked out. This looks great. Then it's because we've seen it over and over and over again at backtesting. That's why we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like if you look here at the US 30, sometimes this could be a little much. Like like this trade, I really did nothing wrong. It just didn't work out.
And that
Like
happens
wow.
sometimes.
Huh?
I said that happens sometimes.
Yeah. I'm like everything about it was right. Like it came. I waited for it to take out this liquidity right here. Once it came here, took the trade. I was expecting price to come at least here, tap me in, tap me out, and then probably drop. But it came. See, I don't know what this came up to. Maybe even a 5 minute. Probably could see something because I didn't really look at it on the higher time frame where it just came here and stopped. Let's see.
So you got New York session right there that created that new high and low.
Which one right here? Oh, it's
Uh,
Friday.
to the right on Monday. You
Talking
see where
about
the high gets taken out and it takes out that low that was to the left. So
talking about
gives right after 9 a.m. Yeah, it takes out that low after 9 a.m. and then NYSE goes from the low of day to the high of day right there.
Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing it. So you said 9 a.m. Monday, right
Line, this
here.
one we have that volatility, right? So
Uh
we go up towards the high of the day,
which
and
is right
we
here.
right, and then we go and we take out that low. So now we have a new zone that's created during NYSE. And I
Okay, I'm
usually
not.
just like, huh? Here, I could share my screen. I could show you.
Yeah, I need to see what you. I'm on. Hold on. Let me stop. I can see what you talk. I'm not seeing it.
All right. Um, this is the Dow Jones right here. It's on a 1 minute. So the same thing that you had, right?
Hmm.
We had this low down here that was taken out, and you were looking at the 5 minute. Oops, you were looking at the 5 minute. So I'll pull out a 5 minute, and I got the 30 minute right here to the left.
All right.
So I'll take off some of this stuff. Sure. Okay. Okay. So New York session opens up, right?
Hmm.
And we put in a high for the first hour. Second hour creates another high, a higher high. So this is the high of the day right there. First 5 minutes engulfs the high of the day candle, sending us back down to closing price,
Hmm.
where we put in a new low of the day.
Hmm.
But we're still inside yesterday's range, Friday's range, by the blue
Hmm.
dotted line. So this is still an inside day.
Hmm.
So we go from the low of the day to the high of the day,
Hmm.
creating this new range now, right? So we have a new high and low of the day. So when that happens, I just take a box and I highlight the middle line, right?
Hmm.
Zoom in a little bit so we can see better. So we have a new high and low. We have news at 9:45,
Hmm.
and this was our this was our news candle right here. Come up. This is 10 o'clock, right? We come back to the high of the day. Have
Hmm.
a pin hammer candle right here.
Hmm.
Bearish pin hammer,
Hmm.
and then a close below that 50 line. So if you're seeing this as afternoons and we have a close below a line right there, you could have like a 1 bar stop, 30 pips, take it to the level for a quick scalp. But since there was such a tight range today in the Dow, on the Dow, I only had like small little quick scalps.
Hmm.
And let me see. I don't know if I'm signed in still. Yeah. Um, Dow Jones. I'll take off the replay trading. Okay, yeah. So this was the positions that I had today. So I had this short right here after we closed back down below at 11 o'clock, start of a new hour. 50 pips right there with a 21 pip stop loss is 2.5. And I went long when we closed above I took partials and instead I stopped out at break even before we were able to reach the top of the part. So you can see, like, within this whole area, we didn't have a great sense of direction. So a lot of traders can get trapped up in this. But, you know, we break down even lower and we're just trading between these two levels, the low of the day and closing price,
Mhm.
until we close
Below.
below and breakout. And then we have a huge gap up. But if I'm looking at it on the 4 hour, I'm still in a downtrend. We're just stair stepping down each time.
Yeah.
And you can see these highs over here. We'll close
Mm-hmm.
above both of these highs up here. So
Mm.
we'll see what type of consolidation that we'll get during the day. And then up in NYSE, when New York NYSE opens
Mm-hmm.
today, well, I guess tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
based on where we're at, do we touch back into the ZMA or do we continue printing out higher highs? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We won't know until we get up into the session. But
See, it's crazy how price didn't react from that zone right here.
is on this right here.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say we tapped into that 50 right there, came back, went lower, retested it, went lower.
Hmm. See, when you're showing it to me like this, it look more. I can see it more.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even peep that.
Because
Ah.
you'll see it'll come down to the area
Mm-hmm.
and they close below, but then you get a pullback from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll close down even lower and then retest it. It may wick it or two. But honestly, today with the Dow Jones, there wasn't too much direction. I just
Yeah.
laid out a couple
I was
of
up.
levels.
Yeah, I was up like two something. I should have. I just moved it. I should have just. I moved it to like break even, and I should have hit. And then I just kept trying to get back, thinking price was gonna go higher, but I was clearly wrong. And then I was looking at Nas influenced me trying to buy it too, because usually they correlate. So I'm like, I don't. They haven't been correlating lately.
I mean, so I had it in my mind too, where if one of the indices was trending up
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is still like hasn't decided which direction it was going to go,
Mm-hmm.
I would have it in my mind. It's like, all right, if that's going up, this one should go up too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not always the case. So,
Mm-hmm.
when it doesn't play out, then I'm like, all right, I could have avoided that if I was just looking for a specific setup.
That's
You know?
true.
Yeah,
That's
if I'm just looking for that setup, did we hit a daily level? Are we at our yesterday's close? Did I see a pattern forming, or am I just trying to those
Yeah,
shots in the dark?
that make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that's when you realize it's like, all right, I have to have certain things to come up because there will be a time where I'm like, all right, price is gonna go over to this level, right? And I believe that it's gonna go over to this level, and I'll go in and trade, and it goes complete opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Where I have my most profitable trades is I mark out those levels and I just wait for it to hit that level. Sometimes it won't even reach it, and I just avoided a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waiting for a 5 minute, 15, 30, or whatever candle to close above a certain area will save you because you can have it on the 5 minute, it'll wick up past the zone or something and then come back down and close bearish when you're thinking this you should have went long. um, a lot of you save yourself a lot of headaches by entering in on a position after a sweep. Like you have this one right here. We took out Wednesday's high up there, came back down, swooped it, and engulfed. So like on the lower time frame on Nasdaq for Friday, that's where you had your sell. You were able to get into a sell right after a sweep. It was a
Yeah,
sweep right at, above this purple line, peak formation, V bottom going down.
you know, I think another thing is too. I don't know why. Maybe because it's been trending now so much. I was anticipating that buy, which, I'm looking at a trend that's been selling for a whole week. I should be selling with it, but I chose to go the opposite direction, which is crazy. Trade with the trend and get rich.
Yeah, it's when you see a downtrend or uptrend, and you're like, oh man, this it's gonna end. It's gonna end
Mhm,
over here. It's like, nah, we don't know when the trends usually end.
mhm,
Typically, we'll have 4 to 6 swings, but there's been times where the market can be trending for months, and
mhm,
people get real just trying to short it each time.
mhm.
Yeah, the most important thing that helped a lot of people is just getting the right positioning. So if you can get in at a level where price is going to react to it, and sometimes you can get a retest on that level to
Mhm.
give you more confidence, or it's coming out of some type of consolidation to go up.
Mhm.
That's where you're gonna get your best trades.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think like you said, one of the when you showed me that on the screen, that made sense. And then like I don't know, I guess I was just looking for that. I was so more like interested in trying to get that, that quick buy to the upside, and then like it could do whatever afterward. I kind of just let everything else kind of blind me.
So best thing to keep in mind to keep it as simple as possible, right?
Hmm.
You're looking at a chart, you're looking at an instrument, and um, you say, okay, it could go over here, right? When it goes over to that level, visualize exactly, you know, what your risk is going to be, how much you're going to risk, and whether
Hmm.
you're going to go long or short. Or what helps me too sometimes is I'll create a scenario for both, right? I'll short over here if I can get this amount of pips for my stop loss, and I see this pattern forming, or if I see it engulfing. Or alternatively, if I see a ascending channel going up to this level, like the previous day high or something, I'll go ahead and buy that breakout and try to, manage my risk. Managing your risk in the trade is, you know, we can both have the same entry, but we'll make different amounts of money based on our risk management.
Hmm.
So, we can get in the same lot size and everything, but how we manage our trade going out, I might go break even sooner than other people or vice versa. And that'll take somebody out before they can even get the real move because sometimes it'll come back down to retest. So some people will have the confidence to let that break even hit and then go right back in. But, you know, that's because of their level of confidence in the setup that they're taking. Or somebody can be stopped out and then immediately, all right, I recognize where I was wrong, and then be able to change their mind and be like, okay, I already assessed my risk on the downside. Now I was wrong going long. I'll go ahead and short it, and then boom, you'll make back your loss and then be in profit for the day.
Okay.
Live execution, but you really get like a huge improvement when you're in an environment where you're not interrupted. You can just have 1 hour, 2 hours of just focus.
Yeah, I'm at work taking these trades too, so I'm doing it from my phone, so I can only see so much,
True.
and I'm getting distracted sometimes, and I think that causes a lot of my losses too. If I was at home on the computer, I don't think some of the losses I've gotten would happen like that because I'd be on my laptop and I'd be able to kind of like see.
Yeah, you would be in a much better environment and you would be
Mhm.
more focused, right? You can document everything because I can recall a time where I would be trading at work. I'll try
Mhm.
to block off like 30 minutes or something, and we're at the beck and call of the market, so we all we can do is just pay attention to it,
Mhm.
and through that the market will pay us, right?
Mhm.
So you know if you're able to like block off an hour or two during like Asia, yeah, like the Asia session, because you'll have some pairs like gold or Nikkei that'll give you decent setups, or even Bitcoin too. Micro Bitcoin really good in the Asia session, so that you don't have any interruptions. You give it 1 or 2 hours from like 9 to 11 p.m. That's all you would need.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Man, I can't wait to this. Whew. I'll start running it up. That's gonna be. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you.
I felt like I was there, and then like I know the market condition has shifted. I don't know. Some of these, I don't know. I don't want to make no excuses. I just gotta get better.
And you are. Um, your risk management has come a long way too. It's
Yeah.
just showing up because when you're prepared, then you're able to execute on your plan. You know. So looking at this, yeah, gold was an inside day, complete inside day today,
Mm-hmm.
and so okay. Sun's goal was inside day. We're above the 50 mark of the previous day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And above the EMA. So this is 8:30 back there. So yeah, this would be like if somebody was trading the Asia session.
I'm in a buy right now.
And gold.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you get in?
Not too long ago. I'm
Okay.
up.
Yeah, yeah. Because if yeah, you'd be right here from the 50 mark. You could be break even and just letting that run.
Yeah. I'm holding it right now. I'm right between those candles. The one that pushed up and the second candle. So I'm right between it. Like right there. Yep.
There. Oh yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw it. I was like, okay. I got an alert. I was like, oh shit. I didn't. I had the alert at price when I was trading it. Price broke lower. I would have gotten out. That was this morning, and then it came back to it, and then it didn't break it. So that made me get in.
Oh, good. Good. So yeah, and it's a lot less stressful because you're at home and you're just looking on the laptop.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, it's just gonna be pattern recognition, setting your levels, and then once it hits your levels, paying attention to see how it sets up. And
Hmm.
that's just the skill that you develop with your eye and your mental.
Yeah.
Nasdaq. Friday was a narrow range day. Two full range expansions on the day. Closed. Opened up at like the third range expansion over here, I think.
You said what was it? Nas and US 30 was trading within the range, right?
So NAS, as you see right here, Friday
Mm-hmm.
expanded the range on Wednesday. Wednesday is the
Mm-hmm.
midpoint range of the week, so we have a high that gets taken out. We extended it,
Mm-hmm.
came back in, closed as a green day, and stayed above the 50 line of
Mm-hmm.
Monday, going over to yesterday's high, right at 9:30 NYSE Open, where you could position yourself for asymmetrical risk reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have these range expansion targets on the day.
Mm.
I mean, I think at
So,
this time, hmm?
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, at this time, I was looking more at Bitcoin and on the day down here, and I was shorting Nasdaq at like 9. Yeah, 9 o'clock. So I was able to make some money off of this
That's little
bearish
move
30
right there.
minute candle. Yeah, this bearish
Damn.
30-minute candle,
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah. Okay. I know you said. Can you? Okay. I'm trying to. I'm trying to understand the because that range part. I need to really kind of focus on that. Okay. So
So,
Wednesday price expanded, right?
yeah, to the upside, there's a breakout. So
Uh huh.
look,
Okay. We have a
Monday,
breakout.
Tuesday, Wednesday breaks out,
Mm-hmm. And
closes
that
and breakout.
closes, and then comes back and tests. Like it came and test that key level. It tapped that wick. Yeah, that right there. It looked like it tapped it, and then found support there, and then pushed back up.
hmm
And then we have another just a breakout. They broke the range, right? Thursday range, I guess, or Wednesday.
So yeah, this was Wednesday's high right there,
Mm-hmm.
and their current high of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday was the pullback. Friday expands the range again while
Mm-hmm.
closing as a green day. Then we take the fib of the previous day, right? So we have the high point,
Mm-hmm.
then we have the low point right here. That's our new box on the day. We project it forward on Monday and see where price could go. So two full range expansions on Friday's price action or Friday's box. And that's just a tool that we use to target impulsive moves, so we can get a part of the big parabolic move.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing to notice too is that all three of these days, Thursday, Friday, and Monday, well, I guess, yeah, Wednesday closed up here. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Oh, my computer's moving slow. Um, we have this tight consolidation right in this box. All the closes are pretty close to each other. So when you notice that, um, that means price is coiling up for a large move. As opposed to, closing price just stair stepping down. Something that's a little bit more narrow coil. I think, oh yeah, my battery's about to die. Only got 1%.
So something like I must start like really kind of study a little bit harder. Is those ranges and broken the inside range, outside, coming back in. I guess you could say what you say is the same thing as like make looking for where price will come back to liquidity as well too.
So, mm, repeat that one more time. Kind of it was up on my end. You said price
No,
the
I
price
said
pulled back.
as far it's like those range that you have the expensive range, you have a pullback, and then sometimes price pulls back in to liquefy it. Is all would you say the liquidity part of it is the same thing or no? I don't know if that makes sense. You there? Yeah. Now I was asking about the intraday, the ranges. Like how Wednesday expanded, Tuesday, when no Thursday was the pullback. Does it liquefy or like is liquidity? Is it being liquefied where those expansions are happening, or price is just like as they expand, it comes back to retest probably that high, and then it takes out liquidity. Just trying to figure out how that kind of works. Maybe I just need to like back test and see.
saying Johnny Manziel will be bigger than LeBron James in Cleveland?
I think that person is Skip Bayless.
Guys, everybody I think that's watching this show have probably been in a situation